Every single baby that's born on this planet is already enlightened. It's an enlightened being. And when this baby grows into a child, when it's about 1 or 2 years old, the mind starts developing and it starts to take on an identity based on who is bringing the child up, the surroundings, the culture, and all of the information that's being fed inside this computational consciousness called the mind. This takes on a concept, the self concept, and the mind takes over and starts ruling the once enlightened baby's life. And this is the story for every single human on earth. Until they remember that enlightenment is not something to be achieved, but it is something to be remembered. Now, when you look at it, who is telling the baby at 6 months of age that it can crawl? Where is that impulse or that instruction or that inspiration coming from? It's clearly not the mind, because no one around the baby is crawling. So it's not really getting any computational data to crawl and move or even turn on their stomachs. They're getting impulsed by this consciousness that's inside of them, their intuition, their beingness, that inspires them into action, into movement. And the baby, at one point, stands up on its 2 legs and starts walking. If the mind were present when we were babies, can you imagine how the dialogue would be? Oh my God, what if I fall down? What if people laugh at me? What if someone's watching me? What if I get hurt? What if I scratch my legs? What if I scrape my knees? You see, these are all comments and stories that come about with mental development. And babies don't have that. So it's all about remembering the truth that was inside of us, that was just forgotten for a little while, depending on how much you let your mind rule your life. But maybe it's time for you to reconnect with that consciousness that was there with you when you were born, because it's not something outside of you and it's not something to be achieved. So find out how you can distance yourself from your very own mind.